Like this. Look at the opening. Yeah, we're live. We are so live. Welcome. Oh my God, thank you. I need to hear that. Because I need to wake up a little bit. Oh my God, nobody here went to Catholic school. I can't even start with that. Did you? That's crazy when you're black in a Catholic school. And black Catholics are crazy as cat shit. Crazy as cat shit. Because you can't eat meat on Friday, only fish, and everybody has to obey, but you also can't bring home a black girl. All of a sudden, that shit goes out the motherfucking window. No, I'm kidding. Bless me, Lord, for I've sinned. My last confession was, oh my God, it's so crazy. Hail Mary, full of grace. Bless my boyfriend's ugly face. Oh my God, I'm not going to go to hell for that. I've done far less worse. If you didn't go to Catholic school, it's such an experience that but you can read and write. You can read and write. You know what I mean? Definitely. Oh my God, I used to do tarot. I had the nuns. I'm old. So I had the nuns with the. I could tell my kids are here because I hear snack bags. I can always tell. I hear snack bags. Oh, shh. And the nuns wore these they wore long black veils. And we used to have chalkboards. And I would take a handful of chalk dust and throw it on there. Isn't that cool? Give it up for the guy that just came in. Hey! Hello there, handsome. How you doing? Okay. You got to sign in because I'll forget. Where's Samantha? Okay, she switched roles today. That's what happens. Oh my God, we should be doing. First of all, we should be doing a sketch. When she comes on, you'll see. I'm going to tell you this. Now that we're settled, my name is Sundar Kroonquist, and I'm your host of this wonderful wacky place here called the LA School of Comedy. I'd like to introduce all of you to the red light so that nobody makes a mistake and says they didn't see it. When you see that light, bam, close your eyes. And you have 2 minutes to get off, just so that we're clear. And if you just don't see how you can miss it. And when you're not here, I have my special glasses and I stand in front of it. And only people with neck wrinkles know what that means. And I don't know why I would have that. Who else is coming in? Must be somebody from my family. Give it up for my family. My daughters are in the house. Yes, from London, Tova Zaffron. And from New York City, Aviva Zaffron. My little vixens. They are just so adorable. I'll tell you how adorable. How adorable are they? Oh, my God. I will tell you how adorable. I took a guy with me to an audition. Because I needed this job, right? And my husband wasn't in town. So I took this guy with me. He was like my assistant at the time. And he was a young guy. But I said, you're going to be my husband today. Just for this role that we're going to do, you're going to be my husband. He's freaking out. He just graduated Harvard. He meets me, doesn't know what the fuck's going on, all right? We get there, and we're doing, Slate, Sundar Kroonquist, and, he's like Mark Zaffron, and all of a sudden I hear, wait a minute, I cannot go on with this. This man is not my father. My father is Mark Zaffron, and his office is on Madison Avenue. I have never been so floored in my life. Can you imagine your kids outing you like that? Oh, but it gets better, because then when you have relatives that live in the projects, they bring their shit to your house, okay? That's a whole black thing that a lot of people don't understand. So one time my niece comes over and says, I smell weed. And my kids say, that's mommy's special candle. And my cousin Jade is like, that ain't no special candle. That's some motherfucking weed. And I'm like, Jade, in my white voice, it's a candle. And then she was like, fuck you soon. And you know what? I'm ready to go home. I don't like your attitude. She's like, I'm going to call my mother. And I said to her, give me the phone and I'll call her. And yes, and I had a colored mother. You know what that means, ass whoopings on the daily, all right? Everything was a weapon of destruction. And if you raise your hands just to protect yourself, oh, but you raised your hand to me? You raised your hand to me? Oh, my God, you guys are so lucky to be white. Honestly, an ass whooping goes a long way. That's why white people are serial murderers. That's why. No attention, no love. No love. One of my friends, craziest cat shit, Stacy, may she rest in peace, she used to say, but your mother loved you. She used to beat you. And I was like, hell? You ain't never had no ass. That's why you can't ask me to whip your ass. You know what I'm saying? White boys be freaky talking about, hey, man, you want me to whip you? I'm like, hell no. I'll kick your ass, I'll tell you that much. Oh, my God. I don't even know why I'm talking about that. Ass whippings and ex-boyfriends. I know, really. Oh, my God. I can't even begin. You don't even know that you're abused. Sometimes this abuse thing is real. It starts very, very young. I had a gentleman that was not kind to me, and I didn't realize it. Except I said one time, we were having this conversation. I knew what happened. He was my boyfriend, and he would drop me off at college, and then he would sit in the bushes all night long and watch my room. Why are you stalking me? You're my boyfriend. Am I wrong? I mean, scary, right? And he would pop up at my job, and I wasn't doing anything. Oh, my God, I don't even know where I was going with that. And all of a sudden, one day, he brought me flowers. And I said, you know, I'm not going home with you tonight. I'm going to go, not home, but he was going to bring me home. And he goes, whoo, with these flowers. And they had a thorn in them, and it ripped my neck. Oh. And I was just like, because, you know, when no man ever put their hands on me. That's why at first you're like, did this just happen? Because I'm used to a black woman, 5'3" in heels with a belt, okay? I ain't used to know, did you just hit me? So that was some crazy stuff that happened. And it's so funny because somebody said to me, you know, he never put his hands on his wife. And I was like, why are you people telling me this? Why is that public knowledge that I'm a victim? But I'm not, I'm a survivor. Hey! Now, I see some crazy shit, and it starts young. You see it in the street, you know? It's like, come over here. Mira, Maricela, what did I tell you? Mira, ven aquí. That's right. That's what I mean. Look, we have all kinds of things going on here. We were talking about the Film Actors Cafe. That's Tuesday night. Am I right? Yes. That's right. Stop by this Tuesday, 7 p.m.? 7 p.m. 7 p.m., and you'll be meeting with Aaron. You can come in and audit if you've never been there. And V, I don't know if you've gone there, but you should go. Why not? It's not going to kill you. And no, really, because you get a chance to leave with footage. You need content. You need your content. And you have a look that they're doing right now. I don't even have to tell you that, okay? But she's gorgeous, and I'm just always so hard on her. Period, right? Isn't she? Right? That's what I want my hair to be. It just doesn't. That Tasmanian sort of splits in the middle. Well, I got Marlon Brando here in the front. And let me tell you what we're all working towards here. In this room, I don't want no bullshit. I want no bullshit, none of this, you know, no negativity. Because let me tell you, we have a survivor right here from the Palisades fires who lost everything in his house. And we are going to work for JD to do something with his comedy. To represent. He's going to represent. And we're going to help you. We're going to bring you up right now, JD. Come on. Yes.
Second. Yeah, my name's JD Stewart. I just got sober recently. I quit 5 minutes ago. Okay. I hear a lot of comedians talking about porn recently, and it just makes me realize how against porn I am, but maybe I'm a little bit biased. You see, when I was a kid, my parents, they made a sex tape. And somehow this thing ended up all over the internet. And when I'd go to school, kids used to pull the video up on their phone and bully me with it. It was really painful. What was even more painful was the pain in my arm from holding the camera for 40 minutes. But yeah, I'm against porn. I think it's just evil. I had a girlfriend that used to watch porn every day, and it used to piss me off. And you know, one day I'd had it. I told her, listen, like, you need to stop watching porn right now. I'm going to leave. And she was saying, well, it's not really fair. Like, everyone on the planet watches porn, and it's not cheating. So why do I need to stop watching porn? I told her, you know why you need to stop watching porn? Because this airplane is really crowded, and everyone is staring at us. Yeah, people always ask me, what was it like dating such a feisty, fiery woman? And I always tell them this. Dating her was like dating a gallon of gasoline. Because just like gasoline, she was always getting drilled by Middle Eastern men. What else? This Saturday, I think that Jake Paul is fighting, right? Does anyone watch this shit? Well, I like boxing. I always thought that the best boxers are guys that grew up taking showers with their dad. Let me explain. When you're in the shower with your dad, all you're looking at is this. And every time dad turns, it's like slipping punches, you know? And then when you get to the real thing, when the stakes are actually a little bit lower, you know, you've had some training. And like, you know what a speed bag is? It's that thing where if you take your dad's dick and you go like that, you go. It's like natural training. Anyway. Let's try this one. I like to learn new things. Last week I learned that gerbils die when they had sex. Did you guys know that?
Oh my God.
Well, all the ones I have sex with do. That one, I'll get that one. I'm working on that one. Been watching like those submarine documentaries, you know, like the submarine implosion. You know, I always like to try to see the bright side of things, though. I bet when those guys boarded that submarine, never in a million years did they think that they would get to meet the original passengers. So congratulations to those guys. I'm so happy for them. See what else. Adam Sandler, he's been on like a media tour lately. But it's weird. He never wants to promote whatever he's there to promote. All he talks about is how good he is at basketball. He talks about how he's the best shooter in all of Hollywood. But I think we all know the best shooter in Hollywood is Alec Baldwin. I mean, that guy's fantastic. I mean, one shot, 2 points, basically, right? He's like the white O.J. Simpson. We got to get behind this guy. We got to get behind him, you know, because it's too dangerous to stand in front of him. You know, it's just, let's see. What else? I'm a ginger, if you can't tell. Every time I say that, maybe it's an LA thing, a lot of white women will be like, oh, do you identify as a ginger ethnically? Is that like your race? And I'll tell you what a ginger is. A ginger is a mixture of two things. It's a mixture of cock and Asian. Caucasian. Not to be confused with Asian cock, which is just a tiny, teeny bit different. Just a teensy-weensy bit different. I don't know why they call us that. It's the weirdest name, Caucasian. I guess when they were making it, they were like, well, you know, we're not really white. We're more of like a pinkish, racist color. So why don't we, you know, maybe we look a little bit like Asians, but, you know, our cocks are much bigger. So why don't we call ourselves the Caucasians so that every time people refer to us, they remember how big it is. But, you know, that was probably 200 years ago, and now we know that we're no longer the title holders. You know, we're kind of holding on to a title that that doesn't belong to us, which is kind of our specialty as white people, to take things that don't belong to us, you know. So, you know, I really think it's in our best interest. We need to relinquish our title. You know, I think we should take the cock out and just go back to being normal Asians, go with those guys. We kind of look like them anyway. And, you know, I'm here to crown the new champions. Everyone give a round of applause to the cock Africans. Congratulations, guys. You're the best. You know, that's everything I wanted to try tonight. But anyway, just to be, you know, on a serious note, yeah, I did lose my home 6 months ago. I was like bouncing around. But now I'm back in LA. I love doing comedy. And you know, I think I want to end up in this world somehow, like the comedy sphere. I went to the Comedy Store a couple weeks ago, and I just saw a bunch of people around my age. They're all basically open micers that are working there, partially to get stage time, but also to get a job. And, you know, when I was there, I was just like, holy shit, this is what I need to gun for. And I'm going to give every breath in my body the next few months to try to get a job at one of these places like the Comedy Store or Laugh Factory. I don't care if I have to wait tables, as long as I get just in those rooms, you know. And
You're somebody who knows what he wants.
Yeah, and if there's anyone that can help me make that happen, I'd love to hear you out. Anyway, JD Stewart, thank you very much.
And where can we find you?
I don't have social media yet, but I'll get on that. I'm ready for it, you know.
Excuse me, do you know how to do it?
Well, I'll get started on TikTok, Instagram, all that stuff, you know? Once I get a lot of footage going, that's my plan.
You don't need a
you know?
lot. We're going to get it for you. We got it right now. We got it right now. Thank you. And I think moving forward, we're going to get all these performers who have lost their homes, who have been associated with the Palisades, and we do something that brings awareness to at least getting one more permit. You know there's been no permits. That's terrible. I mean, like, that's terrible. There's been 60. But we didn't come here to talk about that. I just know that we're in the scene. We're here, right? Yeah. Everybody, your friends here? Right. I'm trying to do that nigga talk. You know what I'm saying? That's when I'm talking inside of my mouth. You know what I'm saying? They see what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Pretty soon you shall see the beautiful, colorful comedy of V. Give her a round of applause. Come on, V. Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. She's doing a fop. They wouldn't let her.
Thank you.
Here we go. One round of applause. Go.
Keep it going for Sunda. Love that woman. You guys, I have the best new news. I just got invited to join a gang of superheroes because of my strong boobies. They fight crime and feed babies.
Okay.
Strong boobies. They repel bullets. Pew! 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 Watch out. Pew! And top off a latte. Oh no, I've got it. Bloop, bloop. Strong boobies. So when you're in need of a superhero, who you gonna call?
Strong boobies.
All right. Some people gonna call me. And if you're calling another superhero, that's great too. Just tell them to call me. Because somebody might be in need of motorboating back to good health. How you think Jesus rose from the dead? Strong boobies, baby. Yes, I'm V. Everybody say, hey, V.
Hey, baby.
Hi, you guys. It's really fun to be here. I haven't been here in a while. I've been hanging out with my children. I have 2 sons. We were in Atlanta for my niece's wedding. And my youngest is a handful, I tell you. But when he was little, he was so cute. He had this jump where he put his ankles together and he flapped his hands. He looked like a baby kangaroo with tiny pterodactyl wings. And we were leaving church one day, and he was just jumping and flapping across the beautiful Kelly Green lawn. Everybody knew him. He was woo, woo. And then he was so happy and stopped and got sad, and I was looking where he was staring at this big old diaper. Okay, it wasn't like a senior just stepped out of it and it was laying on the grass. It was on this cute little baby girl. And she was crying, and she was on her mother's hip. And this lady was yapping to her friend, ignoring her child. I figured she must be telling her how she got some good the night before. And then the baby yelled and wailed back. Before I knew it, my son had zoomed across the lawn and slapped that lady. And the baby stopped crying. I believe he was being used by the Lord. You know why? Because they did not press charges. He was being used by the Lord. Mother of a black son.
Hey.
He was being used by the Lord, people. Yes, because if he wasn't, 5 minutes later, we would have heard. Woo, woo, woo. And they would have taken him. They would have taken me. They would have taken his brother. They would have taken the Mexican family standing right there. All 15 of them. Then they would have rolled down to the end of the parking lot and grabbed the Ethiopian missionaries, getting into the church van. That's the kind of Sunday it would have been, all because my non-speaking, non-verbal Spectrum son decided to run across the lawn and slap a lady. My son don't talk, but he slaps. Made that ghetto woman put her hands on her face. Made that ghetto woman put her hands on her face. Made that ghetto woman put her hands on her face. Ow! My son don't talk, but he slaps. Woo! I believe we were saved by the baby. Yeah, she was speaking to her mother telepathically every time she wanted her diaper changed. You better change my diaper, I'ma yell and cry at church again. Make that skinny kangaroo with the tiny pterodactyl wings come slap you again. Yes. Mother of a black autistic son. And he did tell me that was a true story. You know, every time the phone rang for 6 months, I was like, oh.
Please don't. No, wait, stop. Somebody get that for her, please.
I could. I'm pushing it back.
Sam, take a look.
I got it.
Okay, Lily,
Will
take
it
a look.
shot?
No,
I know it. I know how to do it.
No,
I know.
it's new. It's
Oh,
new.
I know XLR cables.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah.
Trust me. Yeah.
3 prongs.
Okay.
I can handle 3 prongs. I can handle 2. And I love that single prong, baby.
Oh, there's the budget.
Oh,
Yes. My son's just a hoot. He really cared about good parenting. He couldn't handle that woman, so he had to take care of business on the church lawn. Yeah. He really likes church, even though when I played gospel music on my laptop in the morning, getting them ready for school, he ripped my laptop in half. 2 pieces, wires, everything. And I got it fixed. My computer guy is amazing. And I put it back on the desk, and guess what happened the next day? Yes, he ripped it apart again. But this time, I heard the noise and caught it, and it was still kind of hanging together. The computer guy is so wonderful. When I got there, he was waiting for me. He put this thing on the table. Boom. I said, "What is that?" He said, "Military grade." I'm like, "Military grade?" He goes, "Yes, this is a military grade laptop. You can run a tractor over it. You can run a tank over it, and it will not break." I was like, "For real, for real?" He says, "For real, for real." I was so happy. I took it home. Oh, by the way, I've seen my military grade laptop in a Steven Seagal movie once. I was like, "Is that my military grade laptop Morris Chestnut is fingering?" Oh, yeah, and it makes an appearance in Fast and Furious 4 and 7. Yes, it really does. So anyway, I took it home, I gave it to him, and I hid mine. Got some sense. I walked out of my bedroom, looked down the hall, and there he was with his brand new military grade laptop, open, face up. And he was in full lunge position, trying to break it. That was the happiest day of my life. I went into full HBCU marching band moment. You can't break it. You can't break it. Ha, ha. You can't break it. Gotcha. Oh my goodness. I didn't do that out loud. That was in my head. Because we parents like to get eye contact when we catch you in the act. So I snuck up on him all stealth-like, and I was thinking, does this little nigga think autism is stronger than the U.S. military? Oh my goodness, my son. So you know he doesn't speak. So when I caught caught him and he saw me. He was trying to break it. And he looked up and he went, "Ah, ah, ah, ah." And I know it was as if to say, what the fuck is this? Why can't I break it? Are you fucking with me? So you guys, I had to answer him in autism speak. I said, yip, 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 mo, 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 yeah, yeah. Na, 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 ow. Yip, 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 yip. Which is to say, hell yeah, I'm fucking with you. Parents, fuck with your kids. And don't care how it impacts them later in life. It's all about feeling good in the moment, baby. Yes! And I've been You can find me at VVV Comedy, VVV Comedy on all platforms, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and a Tika-Taka-Taka.
Oh my God, I aspire. I still want the hair. But we're going to get going, and it's going to do our part. We're going to hear our part. Let's give it up for America's sweetheart. Come on, give me a few minutes, Mark Zaffron. Come on. Yes. Mark Zaffron's in the house. It's a short set tonight. Very short, because the room's so big we can't get here to the stage. Maybe you'll buy me a club.
Yes.
An India club. You know, it's funny listening to JD, right?
Right.
Talking about, sizes and everything. That's Neho's act.
Mark,
What?
you can't give away stuff like that.
Well, it's kind of like stealing. Cultural appropriation. Oh, I'm not allowed to use those words, right? They hate when you use their own words against them. Use that woke vocabulary, they go nuts. Like, what are you saying? When Sunda gets up here and tells some of her stories, I've heard those stories for her whole married life. So I like to fill in the gaps every so often, all right? Yeah, especially the abusive boyfriend, talking about him stalking, all right? This guy was Cuban, all right? Can you hear me? You can't sue me either.
Okay.
Truth is an absolute defense. Right. And anyhow, I won't go too far, not at all. I've only had to hear that forever. All right, anyhow, this guy was nuts. But the bottom line on the story, the thing is that she took it, until grandma. Now, okay, I never met Sunda's grandma, but I know Sunda's grandmother. You hear them all talk about grandma. She had the best sayings of all time. Okay, so Sunda one day is doing the laundry, she's hanging up the sheets, tell a story about her grandma. I'd be ashamed to hang those sheets like that so the Polacks can see it. Because they lived in Paterson, New Jersey. Oops. Somewhere near the railroad tracks. Took me to see this house. It was crazy. I mean, the lumberyard, the railroad tracks, and the Polacks. And then you hear about Pinkies. They go down to the Jew and buy me this. All kinds of crazy stuff. Women wouldn't leave. They try to move her out of there. Now it's condos. Yeah. Who ever heard of condos in Paterson? What? You've been in Paterson? Only to buy drugs. Because, the fascinating thing is Sunda's once doing a routine at the drug treatment place, and these Orthodox Jews are saying they love to go, buy drugs in Paterson. When they get stopped by the cops and they got payas and a beard and the whole thing, they start crying. I got lost. These stupid cops fall for it all the time. Paterson's a weird place. Never liked it myself. I'm almost done with it. One more. Thank God the last aunt is gone out of Paterson. Oh no, that was a very rough time for us. See, you talk about fucking with your kids. All right. So here we are. We're in the apartment. I said to my daughter, and I won't mention which one. You better go see your aunts. Oh no, I'll see them sometime. 20 minutes later, we received a phone call. Lois is in intensive care. Here we are, trundling into the Uber on our way to Lois's. We're at Hackensack Medical Center. We're on the wall. It says George Kronquist wing. Sunda's, I don't know, cousin, uncle, whatever. No, that's the white side. Take my word for it. Hey, here's the funny story, though. What, you want to hear this funny story? Okay, bottom line is, my mother-in-law, all right, dark as Otis Mason, chalk could make a white mark on her. Here's my mother-in-law. She has cancer, and she's in the hospital. And then there's my father-in-law, Sunda's father, Harold. He's in another wing of the hospital. He's dying at the same time. Please. This was a very traumatic experience for both sides of the family. All right, Sunda I will leave to her the story of how she met her sister for the first time. But that's neither here nor there. 'Cause here's the funny part of the story. So here I am. She tells me, go see my father. Because meanwhile, I'm bearing the burden of dealing with my mother-in-law. I have to be there every day and pay the private duty nurses, of course, out of my pocket. All right, and yeah, well, anyhow, she says, please go see my father. Oh, I get up there. There is this squarehead laying in a bed, and the nurse says, this is a very special ward. You can't come here. This is for elderly. And I said, yeah, and? She goes, well, it's for family only. I said, I'm family. I'm his son-in-law. She goes, well, you're not Dr. Wasner. I said, the other Jew, the lawyer. Exactly what I said to her. All right? Until we all found out that they were Jewish, too. See all these white Swedes hiding their Jewish... Oh, we don't talk about that. Mm-hmm. They're smart. They're nice people. Rocket scientists. Who ever heard of relatives who are really rocket scientists? You always tell the story. You're no rocket scientist. You're a moron, right? And I mean rocket scientists. Not like Elon Musk rocket scientist, because he's a genius. That's why he's mentally ill. All right? I envy him, though. What does he have, 11, 12 kids? 14. And he can afford them. And there is one that hates him, you know. I don't doubt it. You know, he told her what to do, and she didn't like it, or he. I'm not quite sure. I lose track of the Musk children. But be that as it may, it is kind of funny. You know, and then she's doing that routine. Yeah. That's Jason. Jason's her brother. That's all here. Jason's my brother-in-law. Funniest thing about Jason is he was addicted. He was an addict. He was addicted to McDonald's. He's like Trump. You know, Trump smells a McDonald's French fry from 3 blocks away, and it's like Pepe Le Pew. This guy's floating there in the air till he gets that McDonald's. You know, but McDonald's has killed more black people than anything else in America. You couldn't even get a cop's gun worse than McDonald's. My brother-in-law, it is true, McDonald's is murder. It is poison. My brother-in-law died from McDonald's. So here we are, it's Thanksgiving. All I know is there's this big turkey. There's this huge leg of lamb, and my mother-in-law, who used to cook for the Latvian army, has Jason carrying up these big tinfoil tins of macaroni and cheese, greens, sweet potato pies, and then Jason disappears right before the football game. Where's Jason? He's at McDonald's. He don't want to sit up. But there's all this food. Why are you stopping at McDonald's? He comes back in. I go, Jason, where were you? He goes, yeah, well, you know, you know what I'm talking about. I said, I smell it on your breath. You were at McDonald's. What was it, a Big Mac? And what did he die of? Of course, diabetes, heart disease, and high blood pressure. See, McDonald's is poisonous to black men. It's the way they die. And it was right after he got the big billboard in Times Square. My brother-in-law never had any fucking luck. Oh. He got the giant billboard in Times Square, big picture of him wearing a beard. Then they found him on the floor. All right, anyhow, that should be... I shouldn't expect me to come up here and say something completely outrageous about current events or anything else, but I can't do any better than the head of NATO calling Trump daddy. Oh. You're my daddy. Anyhow... I'm not found anywhere on social media. Okay, I once caught one of my partners on social media. I said, what do you do in the middle of the day looking at social media? He goes, very useful in divorce cases.
Oh! Mark Zaffron! If you need a lawyer, don't call him. Please, he does not want to do it. So I want to introduce this team that's getting ready to leave. They're coming on board soon. And come up here real quick. Come up here, both of you. Come on. So this is tell him what you do because he's the one that's those beautiful tapes you got from the haha. So tell him what your company does.
Well, I am a filmmaker, videographer, so I'll be dealing with any type of video you guys need. So, and if you guys have any shows or any type of performances, just let me know, and I'll be free. I'll be free to shoot all of you guys' content and all that. So, and then this is my friend Shola, who also does audio. So we'll be helping you guys out as much as we can.
He does audio and doesn't talk. You do audio, not talk.
Hi, I'm Shola. I'm his sidekick. That's it. I come in and help with the sound. He's help with the eyes. I help with the ears. That's it. But
Great. And where do they find you online?
We're working on that. So
I'll help you.
innovative scoop coming soon.
Okay. All right. Thanks for coming. Send me that and tell him to send that to me. Listen, we got to keep this school open. I know it's insane. You haven't been here for a while. I know. Did you miss us? Are you okay now? Or can we do this? All right, come on. Let's give it a big push. We got the comedy of the one and only Sarush, ladies and gentlemen.
Give it up for Sunda. That's super good. Mark, you are such a funny man. You guys make it good. You guys make it super fun to be in the audience. I don't know how you guys feel though. You guys are excited at the same time. Also, yeah, it's funny. I love it. I love it every time. Mark, I love how you every time you're like, I gotta come up, God. Well, if I have to. We love it when you get up on stage.
Yes.
It's funny. It's really funny. So I'm half Persian, half Japanese. Yes. Right now, it's a tough mix. It is. But, we'll just gloss over everything. It's just I just want to practice my regular set. So imagine nothing is happening. Imagine nothing happening. But on a serious note, everyone in my family is good. We're safe. We're a little stressed, but we're okay. But being half Persian, half Japanese, it's gonna be interesting with that in mind. I wonder how this will affect the jokes. But being half Persian, half Japanese, you have a lot of pressure. My mom's this tiny little Japanese lady, filled with expectations. And there was this, we're nerds. And there's this one time I wasn't doing so hot in school, and my mom being subtle, she takes me a very intimate spot, Starbucks. She gets a caramel macchiato, I get an orange juice. We sit down, she takes my grades out, and she slams them on the table. She's like, what is this? You're getting to an age where you can't turn back. You can't keep letting the family down. I was 5. She goes off on the grade report, has ADHD. How do you feel nap time? And, I love my mom. She shows love in the ways that she can. From like cupcakes to birthday parties to lunch boxes with these cute little notes inside that said, "Don't be a failure." She loves in the way that she can. She's a lovely woman. She's a funny one, I gotta tell you. She, those people who like they don't really, and I'm like this too. Those people who like mean well, but then they say what they think, like unfiltered. Oh, yeah. And then you're kind of like forced to deal with like the consequences of their unfiltered behavior. And she means well, and I've had to it's been hard. It's been weird. Like, I don't know where this is going. Did I do something? All right. I'm not sure what's going on. Did I do something? What happened? Oh, the stand. Okay. I get really self-conscious, so I thought no, it's okay. What are you guys talking about? All of you are self-conscious. None of these ahs, none of these oohs. I hope I can be one day like this man in the front. Beautiful, and wear, I don't know, where do these New Balance slippers? super. I wish I hope that I have this confidence. So I recently reached out to my ex. See, we get mixed reactions. Mixed reactions. What if you're the one who made them like? What if you're the one who broke up with them? Don't hit them up. I am the problem. Exactly. Many would also agree that I'm the problem. So I go to my family. I'm talking about this. You're uncomfortable. It's okay.
No, I'm not. I
You're not.
hear the story. Keep going.
I'm. You shouldn't be excited. But anyways, yes. So I'm there, and I'm talking to my mom. It's been an emotional time for me. She's like, oh my God. I wonder, what are the hope? How are they feeling? You know what I mean? And she just means her. You know what I mean? She loved her. That's all she loved. In the relationship. I don't know if you understand. My mother's in the audience. I don't even need to. Wherever I go, she's here. I'm the problem. She was disappointed that she couldn't flip us. You know what I mean? The family loves her so much that it was this moment where they were debating can we how can we leave him and then ask her to come back? Can she still come over to Christmas? What's gonna happen? Because they really loved her. You know what I mean? Everybody loved her, and that's I don't know if you I love her. You know what I mean? And when they love her, you know what I mean? When they first meet you, when your family loves, you kind of need a little friction, just a little friction between, whoever you love and the person that you bring over. When they love them too much, you're they're awesome, but that's a lot of love. You know what I mean? That's a lot. It makes you question how much you love them. I don't know if this is too much. Is this too much? There we go. Audience, we're good. We're the problem. It's fair. You need friction. I don't know.
Family not to love her.
It's not that I don't need to love her. It's just when everybody. No, I want them to love her.
Like her.
Do you love her?
I do love her. I do love her. I do love her. And it's. I don't.
Oh my God.
No. I think this is good. This is good. I like this.
Well, what is your therapy?
I can. Some questions are better than others. Let's go with. I broke up with her, and then I'll switch gears. But I broke up with her because I was scared of commitment. It was my first relationship. All right. I get it. Guys are dicks. I get it. All the women here groaned because they've probably gone through something like that. I get it. Look, I'm not gonna excuse my behavior. Okay? I'm just gonna leave it at the door. It was what it was. I made a mistake. I'm gonna leave it there.
You were honest with yourself.
You can't go from all of that shit. You're throwing me all this shade.
It doesn't.
It's okay. So is that 2 minutes? That's 2 minutes. Okay. It is okay. Apparently, okay. That's important. What else are we gonna go with today? So right now I'm getting ready to go to a master's program. Wow. Pretty interesting. Yes. I have a little bit of time on my hands until that happens, and I've been trying to follow my interests, things that I'm excited about, but all of my interests, I feel like I'm an old person on the inside. So all of my interests involve things in going to things that every old person loves. Right now it's pickleball. And I know pickleball gets shade. I know everybody thinks it's like, it's been talked a lot. I get it. But I love pickleball. It's great. I play with my mom. We're like a tag team. It's this love-hate relationship that we have with each other. She's real cute. But the one thing that they don't tell you is that if you get injured in pickleball, no one will take you seriously. No one. I swear to God, no one will take you seriously. I pulled my leg playing pickleball. I started limping on the court, and all these. Imagine telling an old person with 2 knee braces that your knee is hurting. He's like, both my knees are hurting all the time. You cannot say anything. So that was tough. I go to yoga classes too, but it's not for old people. But I go to the old people. I went to a yoga session for they were but it was just for moms. I didn't know it was for moms until they were like, okay, ladies. I want you to leave your grocery list at the door. Don't think about the ones at home. I was like, okay. All right. It was just a little confusing. It's a little weird, but it's fun.
What'd your girlfriend say when you called her? Your ex?
I will abstain. Okay. With that, have a good night. Sarush Etidal.
Etidal, that's right. Remember, when you come on stage, you leave the stage where you found it. Oh, we just want don't bend over like that in jail. All right, we have it. I know, you caught me. You see that? Beautiful. Oh, you are so funny, hysterical. And you know something? I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, don't spill the green tea, but I am. Let's give it up for our superstar, our idol, Miho. Let's do this.
You did it. Japanese person goes in and after follows Japanese person. I am Japanese. Yay. So, women are very manipulated by period, hormone and shit, right? So, I had a sex right before my period, and that was a full moon. Could be the best day to have sex.
Yeah.
If you're a man, just track your girlfriend's period and right before period and a full moon, she's gonna contact you fucking universe or something. I was haunted that day. I was having sex with my best friend with benefit. I know this town is hard. Everyone's like that. No one's gonna fucking commit like him. Yeah. Shame. But so he was twisting my nippies, and then I was jerking him, and then suddenly just horny gores take over my body. She couldn't have sex and died. And then she found the body to have sex, so she just got in me. And he said, my eyeballs are behind my head for a good 10 minutes. And that turned him on. That's why I have sex with him. So, have sex right before period and full moon day. Full moon is something, right?
Yeah.
It just drives us crazy. I kind of scared to do anything on full moon often. So, I have a show on 30th. At the Frappers. It's like a legendary stage. Like I'm gonna do it in a big stage.
Nice.
And then they said I have to bring 8 people. Boo. They're gonna do it. I did it. I already got 8 people. So I'm good. I'm good. I can get more, and that'd be nice. But I got 8 people. But I'm feeling like I'm doing pyramid scheme. It's like my followers are not gonna come in and see me. Like watching me for free on social media versus paying $25 is big difference for them. I tried, and they're not gonna come. So I gotta ask my friends, right? That's okay. That's okay, right?
People will come.
Yeah, people do come. So, thank you that I'm a good friend. Yeah, I'm a good friends. And then all I have to do is gotta do good comedy, right?
Period.
They can bring back home like vitamin or protein shake, but they can bring back home like doggy bag worthy comedy, right? They can bring back home and then just snack it when they're bored in the traffic. So that's all I have to do. That's all I'm saying. So I'm Japanese, my first language is Japanese. I watch Japanese news sometimes. And Trump is all over on news right now in Japan. Japanese people love Trump. I don't know. There's not much going on in Japan, and they all care about is Trump. And then they got a dub for Trump, and the dub sounds so hot, and I feel so wrong. He's like, 私はアメリカをグレートなネーションにしたいと思っています. He doesn't speak like that. To me, he sounds like, 私はアメリカを great in a nationにしたいと思っています. But they're not gonna speak like that. I feel so wrong. That's so wrong. Like, even Hillary was sounding like, women right は human right です. 私たちはそれが大事だと思っています. She doesn't speak like that. Not anime. Come on, Japanese people. They can't hear it. And then Biden was subtitled. He had no voice even in Japan. So sad. Democrats gotta do something. This another 3 years is gonna be tough for Democrats. I'm kind of Democrats like sprinkling Republican on the top, maybe. I try to be fair. Hello. So, I try not hate our president too much, because, we're going to see him another 3 years anyways.
Right? Thank you.
So, if you go Republican rally, there is anti-Republican Democrats there. They're doing like outside and then doing another like a small protest thingy, right? Now, if you go Democrats rally, there's no Republicans waiting for Democrats rally. So I'm saying is Republicans got goal. Republicans got Bible. Republicans are all together. They are so together. But Democrats are kind of all over the place. So Republicans is kind of like Voldemort from Harry Potter. He's a wizard supremacist. He doesn't want a muggle anymore. No muggle. Just he want a wizard thrive, right? And then Dumbledore and friends, they all just want to stop Voldemort. But Voldemort got gold. Voldemort got vision. So, Democrats need a vision. Democrats maybe need a Bible. What should be Democrats' Bible? I don't know. What it should be? I don't know. 50 Shades of Grey? Maybe not. I gotta think of what should be. Harry Potter? Maybe. Yeah, Harry Potter could be. Yeah, right. Yeah, J.K. Rowling is trans hater, so maybe not. Yeah, fuck J.K. Rowling's. Anyway. I got pilgrim suitcase in my bedroom. So it's like it's 1800 old ass suitcase. It looks like a kind of like it's just like treasure box. Look like, right? It's really cool. But it's old ass suitcase. So at night I feel like maybe can be haunted. So many haunted story tonight, and I talk about white people a lot. I make joke about white people a lot with my best friend with benefit. On bed, pillow talk would be like, white people, white people. Every like 2 sentences, So each time I make that joke, I'm like, no. It's not about you. I know you're a working class. I can tell it's a working class because that suitcase, if it's rich people's suitcase, got round top. So no one else's suitcase can be on top of the suitcase. So it's their protection, right? But poor people got flat top suitcase. My guy is a poor white guy, So I'm like, hey, I'm not talking about working class like you. I'm talking about the rich white guy. Don't worry about it. Like each time I make white people joke, I have to tell him that to make him feel better, and he's not gonna haunt me tonight. Ah, thank God. I can sleep well tonight again. So, Japanese funeral. Have you been Japanese funeral? It's got to be exciting for you to join. So Japanese funeral is quite weird. So we do, God, like my brain today is not working. So we got to burn the body. We have to burn the body. What do they call burning body? Cremate, yeah, cremation. God, I'm like so lusty today. Cremation. And then we throw body in the oven. While we waiting, this is gonna be done, we eat bento box. I don't know why we eat bento box, but we eat bento box. The bento box was barbecue bento. Who the fuck wanted a barbecue bento while human barbecue is going on right there? It was good protein. That was pretty damn good. And after that, the cremation is done, and the body came out, and we get chopsticks, and then pick up bones and put in a box. I don't know why. Why do we use chopsticks other than eating food? But we do that. So pick up chopsticks and then put in a box. And at the end, we're gonna bring out a hammer and then crush the skull. So it's gonna fit in the box. One loved one gotta participate. Then I did, because I was my grandma's favorite. Crush my grandma's skull, so it fit in a box. It's all in a tiny box. Yay! So have fun. You gotta do that someday. Well, I guess this is my time. I have a show on 30th. Still, if I can get more people, they're gonna give me more time in a big old stage. So, Burbank Frappers, June 30th, Monday, 7:30. And then you can find me if you Google my name, Miho Fuji, MIHOFUJI. Thank you.
Miho, you never fail to amaze me. And I want to give a round of applause to Samantha's mom is here. I just want to say hi to her. She's our deli diva. We go out and we are deli divas, and we're going to tell you about what we do once we figure that out. But we figured out that there's no spoons in California. We don't know why. But every time we go to the restaurants, there's no spoon. Must be doing heroin, right? I can't do that at drug rehab, though. She goes to me, shh, don't say that. So I was like, where else could we be doing with the spoons, right? Well, I was a kid, we would make bracelets. All right, let's bring up this energy a little bit. All right, coming up to the stage is the director of the Film Actors Cafe, and he's here for you tonight. Let's give it up for the comedy of the one and only Aaron McIntyre.
Yes, you lady. Yes, you lady.
Hello. How's everybody doing? Oh, God, Sarush, I wish I had your hair. Man. You know, what is it with these people? You know, like the new beboppers, you know, the hipsters, you know, walking around with a little thing on their, you know, little top knot on their head, you know? Is it like a fuck you to bald people? You know, it's like, because I got to shave this, and so they shave it, you know, but this is... I just don't think they're very nice. There's a lot of things talked about tonight. I am actually working on my breasts, so you know I'm working to get those breasts up. And my mother must have loved me a lot because she beat the shit out of me my whole life, you know. My family wasn't really into like health. You know, they weren't in. They also weren't into, like, when they were sick, they didn't want anybody to know. Like, you know, they didn't want any help. They didn't want anybody to come over and help them out. You know what I mean? I remember my mother had her gallbladder out on Christmas Eve. And, you know, so it's Christmas Eve, so we should go and see my mom, you know. And we walked into the room, and my mother goes, "What'd you do, come to view the body?" No, Mom, we came to see you. Merry Christmas. She was also, I took care of her. I went out during COVID, and I took care of her for about 6 months. And that's usually where people applaud, you know. I mean, come on, you'll give it up for fucking recovery, but you won't give it up for a guy who went out and slaved and worked with his poor mother. From that experience, I learned a lot. One of the things I learned is that there are 4 words that are the worst words to come together when someone has a hard time getting from one place to the other. And those 4 words are, I have to poop. And then there are 2 words that go together that are even worse, which are, I'm pooping. Yeah, it was a pleasure. It was a big, good time, yeah. We were also talking about illegal aliens. So, okay. So this whole thing that's going on with the illegal aliens, right? They're running around picking up everyone who's brown and trying to send them back to Mexico. You know, first of all, Mexico has very close proximity, you know. There are bad people everywhere, all over the planet, There's no more bad people anywhere than anywhere else. We're all, you know, we all got our problems, right? So my problem is why aren't they deporting the Chechens, right? Or the Ukrainians. Some of those Ukrainians are bringing drugs over here. They're doing all kinds of stuff, human trafficking, all that stuff. The Russians, there's people all over the place, and they're all white. Why aren't we getting rid of them? Like, you know, why aren't we getting rid of the illegal Swedes? Like Sunda. Okay, well, that didn't work. The Swedes, you know, from Sweden. They're Swedish people from Sweden, they call them the Swedes. Because, you know, we were talking about appropriation, how white people like to appropriate things. We're appropriating apartheid now. You know, it's like the people in South Africa are now going, woo, oh, we're a victim of apartheid. Bunch of whine. I don't like white people, you know. As a whole, you know, I mean, there's lots of white people I like, myself included. I like myself, you know, but there's a lot of them I don't like because they're all talking about they're getting their culture appropriated. It's like, dude, first of all, if you're so weak that you can have your culture appropriated, then you really don't deserve to have a culture. And the second thing is they don't really have a culture, do we, right? Except for big orchestras, sitting out in front of the double wide, drinking a Pabst Blue Ribbon in the lawn chair. Either that or you're in the penthouse, you know, talking to Biffy and Sue. Pretty much the whole white culture right there. I don't understand it. I'm very confused about the vernacular sometimes, you know, people talking and the things they say. There's a couple of them. Anywho, don't like. I'm not a big fan of anywho. And also, you know, like when you go into a store and somebody will say, "Feel free to look around." What did I come in here for? Right? I mean, that's what I came in here for. Just to look around and maybe buy something. But now that you said that shit, and I'm walking out, man. And the other one is, you know, you bring something up, you know, and they go, can I get you anything else? It's like, No, no, you're right. I forgot. I was going to bring things up one at a time and give them to you. Just hold up this line behind me. And the final one in the stores is when they come up and they say, can I help you, right? And as soon as somebody says, I help you, can I help you? I say, nobody can help me! And then I run out, you know? And then the next time I come into the store, they don't talk to me. they steer clear, and then I can feel free to look around without worrying about somebody coming up and bothering me. The other one is, please, people, as you're talking after every sentence, please don't ask me if I hear what you're saying, because I'm right here. I hear exactly what you're saying. And the other one is, do you know what I mean? No, yeah, I know what you mean. Keep going, keep going. If I don't know what you mean, I will tell you, right? I mean, right? Am I right? Know what I mean? See what I'm saying? You feel me? That's the other one, feel me. No, I don't feel you. What else here? Oh, yeah. Now I can talk about, we were talking about kids, right? You were talking about your kid. So I have a kid. Actually, I did 23andMe. Anybody else here do like 23andMe or Ancestry.com? Nobody? Nobody? Yeah, it's a way for you to look and see what your family tree is, and you see anybody else who's joined 23andMe, they'll show up there. And you also find out if you have any genetic things that, could come be in you, from your family. And I found out I have something. I have a 40-year-old daughter that I didn't know about until 3 years ago. She's 43 years old now, yeah. And I found out from my younger daughter, who's now 28 years old and works in a kiddie prison over in New Zealand. Yeah, little kids, she likes to, keep them in line. And I have been reading the Bible lately, quite a bit, and so it says right in the Bible. I'm thinking about selling her, for slavery, because that's what it says in the Bible. If you just sell your kids, and I don't know. She's 28. I think the statute of limitations on that may have come up, and I don't think I can sell my 43-year-old daughter because I didn't even raise her. I wasn't around. But we've become good friends, and I think that's pretty much all I got. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, consonants. No. Feel free. Yeah, got it. Okay. Think I got it. Everybody, Tuesday nights, every Tuesday night, 7 o'clock, it's a drop-in acting class. You got to be in the acting class, man. Just show up. See if you like it. If you like it, great. Stay. But give you a lot of stuff. There was somebody, I wish she was here because she talked about memorizing. You don't memorize. Don't ever memorize. No. You got to know. You got to know. And I can show you a way to do that easily. So 7 o'clock, Tuesday nights. Let's give it up for Sunda Grenquist. Yeah. And filmactorscafe.com or Erin McIntyre, which is AERONMACINTYRE.com. Okay. And hey, I'm going to go to the bathroom for a second, okay? Can I go to the bathroom?
Yeah, go. Okay, bye. Hey, we hope everything comes out all right. Yes! Oh my God, we're gonna keep it long. Keep it going. Let's give it up. Are you guys okay? Yeah. Good, because I think I have a dry mouth. I'm like, is everybody okay? All right, good. Because I want to bring up one of my favorites. Lee Shorts is in the house. Come on, Lee.
All right. I'm good at faking. Non-sex, but I'm good at faking. I don't fake. I don't do that. But thank you. I don't know what keeps coming back. I don't know. It's all a puzzle to me. But I think I figured out Sunda. It is Sunda. And ever since I came here, I heard Swedish, Jewish, African American, right? And that puzzled me, and it still puzzles me, and that's why I come back. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm thinking. Keep thinking. And then, wow, and I was just thinking, I couldn't do it. No, I couldn't do it. I'd be at like, I really couldn't walk around that way. No chance. No chance. No chance. I'd walk. I mean, Jesus. I mean, I'd be all conflicted and there's contradictions and this, that. What do I feel guilty about? I don't know. Jewish, Catholic, you're guilty for what, not doing something or doing something? Or I can't figure it out. So what would I feel guilty about? I don't know. But in Swedish, I think friendly, easy going. Then I think Jewish, neurotic, guilty, filled with guilt. And then black woman, strong black woman, don't take any shit. And I couldn't deal with that. I mean, I couldn't vision myself as a woman, a black woman. It'd be tough. I don't know. Yeah, that would be tough. That would be. But anyway, that's what keeps coming back. It brings me back home each time. Coming over here, though, it wasn't easy. I was driving, and my girlfriend's car has this little beep that says, when you could change lanes. But I forgot it was my car, not her car. So I was waiting for the beep. I go and cut off like 2 people coming here. They weren't happy, as they shouldn't be. But let things go. I don't know. Some people can't do that. I can't. And I tried to explain, wrong car. But they didn't understand. Just got the angry face. Get off the road. And that's like, and I feel bad. Not guilty. Okay. I don't feel guilty about that. But even though that's be the Jewish side, I guess. But I don't know. But then I come here. Got off the road. I'm glad to be. Got through that. And then more relief, see the National Guard over here. I'm safe. They're guarding on a national level. I feel I'm being guarded. Great. All right. That's good. I saw them. They're just sitting by the tank, guarding. I don't know what they're guarding. Guarding something, their tank. I don't know, guarding each other. Thinking about, I don't know, playing cards, maybe smoking some doobage or whatever, and thinking about, dreaming about being in a real war, maybe, being useful, waiting for that moment to guard. I'll guard that guy, or that guy. I'll guard that guy. But I don't know. And then my girlfriend said I should relax because it's tough to relax. And I said, she said, yoga, meditation, do one of those. And I'm flipping a coin, yoga, meditation. And I'm thinking, okay, yoga, too complicated, way too complicated. Got to remember, positions, screaming dog, cat, biting, biting monkey. I don't know, screaming monkey. I don't know what the fuck. I'm not doing that. It's pressure, So I'm thinking meditation. That'll do it, meditation. That's it. I can handle meditation. All right. So I go to meditation. Seems like an easy place. It's kind of a church. So I'm thinking, good, nice and easy. Go in there, and she's like, I'm glad you're here. We've lost a couple people to injuries. Like, what the injuries? How do you get injured doing meditation? And then I'm thinking like, well, you get so relaxed, you slip off your chair and hurt yourself. I'm thinking, it's possible. So I sit down, I'm a little stressed, sitting down, and she's like, just let it go. Just let it all go. Let it all. Close your eyes. I'm like, let it go. I gotta go. And I wanted to just get out of there. I was feeling the stress, actually. Feeling it, and she's like, and then I was just worried so much because I was looking straight at her and I had my eyes closed and I didn't know when she was going to open her eyes. So I was like, and I was thinking, if I open them and she opens them at the same time, it'd be very awkward. And you know, so I was like, she's like, oh, you gotta, no, all things will be okay. And I'm thinking, well, is this the time to open the eyes? I'm feeling this, you know, when do I do this, you know? And I'm seriously, I was waiting for the moment because it seemed like is she done now? Is she done? But she's still doing, it's okay. Everything, it's going to work out. And I'm thinking, is this it? Is this it? And I knew and then I opened them. But who needs this? I should have done, I don't know, something else. I walked out there, I felt worse. More stressed, actually. That's the last time I do that shit. Yeah. Fuck that. I don't know what else is besides meditation you could do that's easier. What else? How much I can't handle meditation. Good luck on anything else. I got no hope. What else is there? I don't know. Chess. No, not chess. Pressure. No, I couldn't even think of anything. You know, maybe. Nah, nothing. Can't come up with anything. But I survive. And then I hope, you know, come home to this crazy golden retriever filled with unconditional love. Love you. I don't care what you've done. Beat up an old lady. Love you. I don't care what you did. Just give me a biscuit. Pressure, stress. There's no biscuits. No biscuits. I'm not going to go and get biscuits for my dog. Fuck that. Excuse me. Filled with unconditional love. And, you know, the truth is, the same greeting every single time. The truth is, I'm sick of it. Enough. I kind of want an animal that'll, you know, judge me, you know, like kind of hold me accountable for things, you know. Maybe come home, kind of looks at me like, hands look dirty, you got a guilty look on your face, look like you've been burying bodies in the backyard or something. Don't even think about petting me. In fact, never pet me again. But maybe that's what I need, you know. Cat will get it all together. There's the answer. I think I just figured it out. Right there you go, right before your eyes. I figured it all out. But I still can't figure out Sunday and the Jewish, Swedish, African. I'll never figure that out, actually. So, what do you feel guilty about? I mean, I don't know. I'll figure that out next time. Thank you all for listening. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Where'd they find you?
Oh, my YouTube channel. It's Lee Shorts. Just do Lee Shorts, and you'll find it.
All right. Lee, don't try to figure it out. You can't figure it out. It's a Swedish and black redneck Jew raised by a guinea with a sausage company. So it's deeper than that. Catholic school from kindergarten through college. It gets worse than that. It's amazing I wasn't shot. All right, listen, I want to bring up, I think everything is not what it seems. You're going to come and do a few minutes, Mr. Ibrahim? Yeah. All right, here we go, Ibrahim. Hey. We waited for you.
What's going on, people? How we doing? Very interesting room here. This was like a Kamala Harris focus group or something. Oh, you guys have a lot of energy. Do you want to run for president against J.D. Vance in 2028?
I vote for Sunda.
Sunda?
Sunda for president.
Nice.
Teeth for everybody.
Where did your parents meet? That's where I'm curious about.
My father was my mother's guitar teacher.
What part of the world did they meet in, though? Jersey. Wow. So you're from New York City? Jersey. It's not New York. Okay. That's like saying.
I live in New York, but it's New Jersey.
Nice. And that's your husband in the back.
My husband,
And those are your daughters over there.
Satan and Lucifer.
Satan and Lucifer. Wow. How do you guys deal with your parents at home if there's this, wow. A lot of therapy. Is that what this is right now? Is group therapy? This is group therapy? Family therapy. I love your husband. Great guy, man. He's the only guy in here who voted for Trump. He's the only guy. I like Trump, though. Trump is like... I didn't vote for the guy. Hold on. But I think he's the funniest president to ever live. Like, I think Donald Trump is not only the funniest president, but also the most confident. Because, like, he'll make you believe anything. He has a way with words. He'll be like, you know this, I know this, we all know this. President Obama is actually gay. And I'm like, is that why Michelle's trying to divorce Obama? No, I think he's straight. He's straight. You were mentioning Japan. I was in Japan recently. I was. And listen, I always knew that us Americans are very lazy and sick. But now I know this more than ever. Because guess what movie every American was watching on my flight to Hiroshima? Oppenheimer. I was like, you guys had 2 years to watch Oppenheimer. But you sick Americans picture a flight to Hiroshima to get like a live sick thrill or something. It's a commercial plane, not armed anymore. Japan, interesting place. I love Japanese people. They're the nicest people on planet Earth. The only problem is they don't really speak, like ever. Me and my American friends, we got on the train and we were speaking as you usually do as a human, and we realized we're the only ones speaking in the entire train. It's like, I have a lot of respect for Japanese people, though. Don't get me wrong, a lot of respect for Japanese people because they called me out. Like I started to pick up the Japanese language there. The only problem was anytime I said any Japanese phrases to these people, they would politely just say thank you to me. It's like their passive-aggressive way of saying, like, thanks for trying, American, but we're not letting you butcher our language, too. The problem, the reason why they were saying thank you is I was saying Japanese like an Italian mafia lord. I was like, arigato, arigato, arigato. And an Italian man was standing next to me. He heard me, and he was like, che dici, amico, which means, what the fuck are you trying to say? It was like, arigato is not a word in Italian, bro. Japan, very cool place. I travel a lot. And the thing is, the most racist things always happen to me when I leave America. I'm from Pakistan originally, and my brown friends and I were taking a road trip through Canada recently. Get to the capital of Canada, Ottawa. As soon as we get out of the car, it's a true story. Another car driving past us yells towards my brown friends and I, "Fuck you, Arab." Of course you laugh. And to this day, my brown friends and I have been fighting over who that guy called an Arab. It's me. I look the most Arab, bro. Let me have this one. What he say? Puerto Rican. Same thing, sir. Pakistani, Puerto Rican, doesn't no difference there. We're both islands of garbage. No.
Don't encourage him.
I stand by my hypothesis until proven wrong. He agrees with me. It's an if-then statement. Huh? Pakistan, yeah, we might be if India keeps nuking us. I don't know. I was in London recently and traveling throughout Europe. I'm in my white girl era, trying to find myself. It's a complicated process. And I was running late to dinner. Usually it's like my genetics. I'm from Pakistan. We're brown. We're always late to things. And I almost ran into this white guy. Keyword is almost, because as I almost ran into this white guy, true story. I keep saying true story. I don't want to get Hassan Minhaj. This white guy looks at me. She gets that joke. This white guy looks at me and he goes, "You immigrants are everywhere. You immigrants are taking our jobs." And I was like, duh, Sherlock. Like, did you just chat GPT how to be racist on 101? Because those are two of the corniest lines you can ever tell a brown person. I didn't say anything. I just prayed to God, and he helped me out. Because every single immigrant around that town just started to walk past this white guy, and he just kept getting more and more mad. And there was this one moment where he was going his way, and I was going my way, and I said with the thickest British accent possible, "Long live Meghan Markle." God save my King Harry. The Queen killed Diana. So they deported me back to the States. I'm back. It's interesting being from Pakistan. I think there's a lot of people who look like me in this world now. A lot of Indian and Pakistanis. Would you agree? No? Yes, you agree? No, you said yes. You're a racist, man. No, it's okay. I can't stand... Listen, I appreciate Indian people. It's part of my heritage. I get it. But I wish we had something that black people have. Black people, when you guys see each other in public, you at least acknowledge. There's like a hidden, camaraderie. When I say an Indian person, I don't say a single word. We just awkwardly stare at each other. And we're both thinking the same thing. Why the fuck are you here? Stop reproducing. Stop having sex. That's what Japan needs. You guys need to go take a pilgrimage to India and find out what we do in bed. It's a real problem in Japan. Like, Japanese people, they're not reproducing. It's like, I think everybody there just watched Oppenheimer and they just stopped reproducing. I don't know. It's a very dark humor joke. Yes, I like dark comedy. I'm a dark person. I don't know. I'm an island of garbage, I guess. It's not offensive unless it's not funny, which I don't think it is. I was from Pakistan. I came here in 2013. I was 12 when I first immigrated here. It was an interesting time. The year was 2013 when I was introduced is that 2 minutes? I'll tell kids where I was from, Pakistan. Naturally, all these middle school kids would just say, "Oh, Sama." I learned so much about American ethnicities just by the way these kids would pronounce the term Osama. Like, black people, y'all just shortened the term. You guys were just like, Osams, brother. What's up with that? White people were the scariest. They'd be like, Osama bin Laden. Tell us everything. I was like, I didn't know him personally. I only saw him every Friday prayer. That's it. It's every other Friday, actually. Speaking of white people, I think dating is a scam. I think dating is a scam invented by white people just so they could sleep with minorities. I'm convinced that's why Christopher Columbus wanted to invade India. He wanted to spice up his dating life. He wanted to spice it up, man. Christopher Columbus. India, London. Man, I covered a lot of topics today. Colonization, racism, politics, Donald Trump. You guys see the news? Well, Elon and Kanye seem to be always in the news. And I have this theory that I'm working with. You guys tell me if I'm wrong about this. I think Elon Musk is the black version of Kanye West. Kanye West is the white version of Elon Musk. And Donald Trump is the retarded version of both of them combined. I like being offensive. I'm going to say the hard word. Okay. I just ruined this entire room here. I'm testing how far you guys will go with me here. A Pakistani man trying to be anti-woke, man. That's what I'm trying to do. It had to die that way. It hurt retarded. It was like, this is embarrassing because I'm so prom.
Sorry, I just get another one. Hello.
Thank you. You reminded me, I feel embarrassed because I looked up who Marlon Brando was. Like, I didn't know who he was. I'm so... I didn't know he did The Godfather. Like, that's pretty cool.
The young
Yeah, like he did the guy.
Know it was the same one?
No, I'm from the 21st century. I don't know anything. All I know is I'm from Pakistan. Okay, I don't know what I'm saying now. That's my time.
And I'm not from Pakistan, but where do we find you, Mr. Pakistan?
Oh, currently I'm on the no-fly terror list, so no, Ibrahim.m at 2K everywhere.
Okay, it's Ibrahim. See that? I got that, huh? Yeah. You know, I had a Japanese boyfriend.
You did?
And his name was Mitsuyoshi. And his friggin' mother hated me. I had yellow fever. It's terrible. And he gambled horribly. Terrible. They gamble. No, they gamble, these Japanese men. They do gamble. And we're not gonna take a gamble because I'm so glad we have another female here. Let's give it up for the comedy of one and only Shaw. Give it up.
Wow, okay. This is such a family-friendly group. I love it. Hi, everyone. My last name is Shaw. My first name is Harini. People like to call me Bananas. I don't know why. It's just a saying. This is my first time here, but thank you. Happy to be here. Lovely people. Let's see, some housekeeping. I am Indian, yes. Thank you for making very clear eye contact with me every single time you made a Pakistani joke. Let's see. I would love to have a penthouse. I don't know who made that joke earlier, but I would love to be a white person with a penthouse. That's fantastic. I did not get some breasts, but I just got a nose job last week, so I'm excited. Thank you. They didn't change it. They told me that they would, but they didn't. So I'm going to go back. What got me up here?
That's a good one.
Yeah. So I'm actually a doctor myself. Thank you. Gaslit myself up here. I love gaslighting my patients too, actually. That's my favorite thing to do. The other day, I just gaslit one of my patients into thinking that he's trying to quit smoking. He was so excited, he started telling all of his friends that he's trying to quit smoking. Some of them actually do smoke, and so they all started to stop smoking, and I call that an intervention on my end. Thank you. Yeah, I think gaslighting is pretty fun. I extended it to my boyfriend as well. I live with him now, and I hate doing the laundry, so I convinced him that over the past 2 weeks it's been his turn to do the laundry, and kind of caught up with me the other day. He started gaslighting me back, and so now we're all just living a lie together. It's terrible. If the doctoring thing doesn't work out, I think I'm going to start writing for WebMD. How many of you guys use WebMD as your primary resource? Does anybody look it up pretty often? No? Well, that's good. I feel like I have so many patients who come up to me and they're like, yeah, doc, I saw on WebMD that I have lupus. And then to them, I say, no, you're just a people pleaser. That's going to be my WebMD first article. Second article is going to be 10 signs that you are dying or just a Sagittarius. It's great. A lot of people have been talking about dating. I think it's great. Hinge is great. I'm not dating. But I did have a Hinge era, and it was last year. Promptly ended after my first date I went on, ended up as a book club for a year that I still attend to this day. Another guy I went on a date with, he ended up being a chess grandmaster, and so I lied and told him that I had a higher chess.com rating than I actually did. And I truly don't regret it because I looked so much hotter to him afterwards. This guy, he told me that he doesn't like girls who are dramatic. Well, I once cried in a Chipotle because they were out of corn. So I will see myself out of that one. It's very challenging. Promptly leave. How many of y'all, I mean, I'll go on to this theme of being a doctor, watch medical TV shows. I feel like we get them. Yeah. Screw every single one of you. Do you really think I am out here saving lives? Yesterday, I walked and tripped over my own stethoscope. Absolutely not. Yeah, let's see what else. The other guy, this patient of mine, he had this thing called schizophrenia, which, you know, it's challenging, a challenging thing to have. I walk in and he's like, "Are you my juice lady?" And I say, "Yes." He tipped me $10. So I am now juice lady full time. It's a great calling. I mean, I would love to get tipped $10 every single time I show up to a patient's room. I would be rich. Right now I'm a resident, so I'm not very rich. But I work up here at UCLA. They give us pretty nice perks, actually. We get free fertility benefits for about $30,000. You know, of all things, food, water, you know, fertility benefits. That's really what I'm going to use tonight. Let's see. You know that you're a child of immigrant parents, kind of going along with this theme because instead of water bottles in LA, you carry around existential guilt. Yeah. Staying hydrated and humble out here. Yeah. My dad's great. Classic story. Walks out of the LAX airport with but $1 to his name and promptly invests it in a Costco membership. Because why be poor and have one when you can have $30 of rice and emotional silence? Yeah, gotta give it to him. He's really made that dollar count. Up until this day, I have been daily reminded that buying pre-cut fruit last year was a poor decision. And, you know, I stand by that too, actually. Pre-cut fruit, yeah. Get so much less for your money. Yeah. No, watermelon's great. What's everyone's favorite fruit? I don't have any more stuff, but I'd just like to know. Watermelon's great. Lately, I just went to the Santa Monica Farmers Market the other day, and they have some delicious tangerines right now. People have started giving a lot fewer free samples, though. That's my only qualm about it. Lately, it's like you get one, and then you have to make really close eye contact with people until you buy something, and then feel really guilty if you leave. Yeah. Or they like jar it up and then you have to pay $20 for a 30-pound. I don't even know when I'm going to use 30 pounds of honey, but I bought it. I bought it because of the eye contact. Yeah. 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 Well, thank you all. This is lovely. My name is Harini. I don't have a social media, but, you know, maybe future.
We'll get you there. Watch your foot. Watch your step. I'll take you there. Listen, we could be a family, right? I've been in that brown room. Yes, because in the Philippines, they're using this name Sunda. There's so many Sundas, there really are, but you wouldn't know that. But there's only one comedy concierge, and I present to you the one and only Samantha Linderman. Let's hear it.
What a beautiful night, everybody. Real quick, I'm just gonna throw the mic on the ground. No, I'm kidding. Oh my God, that was a I work here joke. No, how you guys doing? Good, it's beautiful, it's beautiful. My mom's here, it's not gonna affect my jokes at all. She was my first audience, you know what I mean? Amen. When she was like, why would you say that? No, what would make you say that? Why would you say that? I say I work with kids now, don't clap, yeah, I'm not a teacher. But I do that Jewish guilt thing on them all the time. I wonder why. Oh my God. She won't come on stage, but she'll talk. So I was with her at a comedy show, and this guy's on stage, and I don't know what compelled her to say that. She was like, "You look like my Uber driver." And I thought that was crazy. Do you remember that? Don't answer. No, I'm kidding. No, it's okay. But I wish she would come up with me. She won't. My dad, on the other hand, no, he won't come out. Not as gay, but he won't come out on stage. You should see my dad when a gay man flirts with him. Okay? I've never seen him that red. And we're white, so we're red all the time. The Spanish teacher at my school was like, Samantha, you never told me your dad was so handsome. And he was like, and I was like, oh my God, should I leave? Like, do you need to explore? Does mom know? No, but the kids at school say crazy stuff. Like, this little kid came into the room and he was like, he just said ew to me in the bathroom. Am I supposed to be shocked? Like, is the bathroom? He said, ew. Like, I'm used to them saying B word, F word. You know, one kid said, at least I didn't say the N word 10 times. He wasn't white, so I didn't like sit him down and be like, let's really unpack that. But I was like, it doesn't have to be like that. Like, you hit her, you know? Anyways, he said that. He was like, at least I didn't say it 10 times. So they're really funny. But he said ew to me in the bathroom. And the other kid was like, well, his pants were all the way down. I could see his penis. And I was like, do you guys want to do arts and crafts? And they all said no. It's so funny. They want to play with the ball outside. And I'm like, do you want to kill me? Do you want me to die? I hate playing sports. I know, look at me. I tell kids that and they go, and I'm like, you guys aren't even supposed to be playing sports. You should hear what grown-ups say about you. And it's true. It's true. They're really reading less. But what can you do? What can you do? They can't all be doctors. You know, I think about some of my kids, I'm like, oh my God, imagine if you were a doctor. Terrifying. 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 No, but I'll do the Jewish guilt. I'll be like, why would you say that? Let's talk about it. They hate let's talk about it. They're like, just do what my mom does. No, let's not get into that either. Yeah, I'm from LA. Anybody else? I just say that when I want to think for a second. I don't actually care. No, I do. I'm desensitized to being on the stage. I do. I care so much. When I tell an Uber driver I'm from LA, they freak out. I'm like fucking Marilyn Monroe. I hate when people say that to me. Maybe that's rude when people are like, you're classic beauty. Because there's always somebody over 70. Do you know what I mean? Where I'm like, classic because that's like the movies you would watch, like in black and white. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, they're like, you're classic beauty. Old men will ask me sometimes, well, when I worked at the mall, I worked at a really important American institution that sometimes I don't want to share exactly what he's yawning so bad, exactly which one it is because it was Bath and Body Works. Thank you so much. Not to be confused with Bed Bath and Beyond, okay? Don't fucking throw me any tears. That was really hard when I would be standing outside and be like, hi, how can you help me? How can I, hi? And they would be like, are you okay? Can I get you anything? I'm like, can I get you anything? It's my job. And they all thought I was losing my job to like big corporate Bed Bath. And I was like, no, this is just a stepping stool for me. I'm not trying to be manager. And my manager didn't want me to be manager either. People would ask me that. They're like, do you want to move up in the company? And I was like, I think if I move even a little bit, I'm not going to be with the company. You know what I mean? What do you mean move up? What do you mean? I tell people to leave. I tell people to go to another store. I can look at another white woman and be like, you're not supposed to be in here. You are looking for Lush. You are so lost right now. Let me help you. One time this woman said to me, oh my gosh, you're so good at sales. And I said, thank you, I'm Jewish. Her Jewish star was bigger than my mom and Sunda's combined. Do you know what I'm saying? Dangling while she talked. Like with your boobs, but it's like 2 Jewish star tassels, like pasties. And she's like... And she goes, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? And I was like, nobody else. I was like, you know what I mean? Like, dude, you know, money, you know what I mean? Like, we fuck people up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and she was like, I have no idea what it is that you could be referring to about the culture that we may or may not share. Is your mother Jewish? Or are you one of those? No, she didn't say that. And then we started reciting Torah back and forth. And I said, what are you, from the temple? Are you a spy? Are you trying to get rid of our noise complaints? Yeah, we're fighting with the temple. Are you upset I talk about it on stage? It's for evidence, Mom. It's for timestamps for the city council. That's what this is all about. They don't give a flying, you know what I mean? The worst thing is they have a speaker, and they will say kids' names when parents are there for pickup. And you know Jewish people, like, every kid has the same name. Noah F. Noah F. Your mother's here. Like, they're yelling. And I'm like, dude, I can't make the joke I was gonna make. But it's just too much. It's just too much. Just like, stop yelling about it. You know what I mean? Like, keep it down. But one time at the mall, it was very quiet at the mall because people don't want to, interact with people face to face. I used to scare people with my face. I'd be like, hi, and they would recoil. Like, it was really fascinating. I was a greeter, obviously. I had all that energy for the front of the store. Another thing old men would say, are you cold? I don't know. That just always made me really because they were like this big, like they're like this bony, like old, like 80 years. Are you cold? And I was like, are you a ghost? Like, what do you mean? Are you cold? Do you need your jacket? Like, what do you mean? You're gonna give me your jacket and what? I'm gonna go home with you and what? I'm gonna bring you home to my parents and what? You're gonna die? Put me in your will? And what? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I thought about it. I loved Bath and Body Works. I would wear the antlers for Christmas and all that shit. And one time my boss was like, slow. And she's like, let's do a quiz because that's what I need, right? I'm not in college to have a quiz at Bath and Body Works, right? Right. Lotion. I'm sorry. What? I'm awake. What? It's organic. It's organic. It's not organic. It'll make you sick. That's what people would say. They'd be like, don't you get sick working here? Don't you just get sick, all these fumes? And I was like, first of all, it's none of your business. Second of all, I vape. You know what I mean? Like, I'm doing this shit, like, to get paid, and I'm also paying to do it. Like, I'm just flavored air all day. Regular air is so boring, right? No, that's a great ad for vapes. You never see ads for vapes because people just need it, Like, we don't need to advertise. Now I work with them. But, yeah, she was like, so, Samantha, let's say there's an active shooter. I don't understand that phrase either. Like there's an inactive shooter. There's a chill shooter like we stay in this. What do you mean? There's an active shooting in the mall and I'm outside and you're with the customer. Of course you're with the customers. And I'm knocking on the door to be let in. What do you do? And she's my manager, right? And I was like, girl, I'd let you right in. And she said, wrong. I could be the shooter. Not the shooter could have a gun to my head. That's what I think, right? The shooter, like, let me in. She was like, I could be the shooter. Bless you, bless me. My manager could have shot me. You know what I mean? I was like, what do you mean? Like, let's talk about it. Could you be the shooter? I couldn't. I know I couldn't. I would drop it and it would be done. Dating's crazy. I don't do it. It happens by accident. It happens by accident. Well, I had a friend. No, I don't need to talk about that. My mom's here. There was this bartender. He saw me do comedy. Obviously, he fell in love. And I had to end it. You remember this era of my life? V guys, V's here, Miho's here, Sarush is here. You guys, you're new. I don't know you like that, but you're here. Mark's here. Aviva and Tova, my mom. Okay, I'll just end with this. One time, I was seeing this guy, and we were like messaging, whatever. And he was like, I just want to be transparent. I wish men wouldn't use that word. I just want to be transparent. I do have a girlfriend, and she is pregnant, but I'm being honest, and would you have sex? Like, no! Like, no! What? I'm being transparent. I hate trans people. Like, no! Like, they all say that. Am I wrong? I don't know. But he was like, I have ED. And I'm thinking, like, why is this man telling me about his eating disorder? That's what I thought. That's how fucked in the head I am. I was like, you think I'm gonna push food on you? Like, what? I get it. You're not gonna take me to dinner. ED, my ass, whatever. He was 5'5". I love you guys. What a great night. You can find me on Instagram at SamLikeTBH. Don't go. There's one comic left. Don't go. Oh, standing O. Oh, shit. No, that's a great way. That was crazy. We have a kids camp starting next week. We have students comedy classes, acting classes, Right Club with Dustin Chafin, the one and only. We got a lot of cool comics in there. Lori Kilmartin, Christopher Titus, Nick Thune in the class. So come on down. And Sunda Kroonquist.
What a crazy night, right? But how do you feel? Yeah, when we bring up Khalil. Come on, you're on your own. Bring up Khalil for a few minutes. Come on, guys.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. Isn't it? scoot this back. I don't got shit for you. No, fucking really. I'm fucking in and out too. Whichever way you guys want to take that. Heterosexually is what I mean.
Oh.
Whatever. Right. Nah, I don't know. I don't got shit, man. Fucking.
Well, tell us your name
Khalil.
and tell us a little something where you're from.
Oh, I'm from Los Angeles County, Pasadena.
Nice.
Yeah. And it was a effing pleasure to meet Mr. Aaron and be able to get interviewed by him. And I hadn't shaved, so it was fuck. But, you know, it was music. There was like a lot of noise in the background and shit. It just, you know, it stuck with me. But you know, I'm here. Fuck.
Yeah.
So fucking, I just, you know, I'm regular as fuck. I don't even know what that means nowadays. You know, like right. But I like I think that, you know, regular would mean I'd have an opinion about shit like, you know, the UFC, the state of the UFC right now. Does anyone here watch UFC? Not really. Wanted to comment and shit. Cool. Cool. Right? Yeah, I love WWE, right? The Rock. He's a great actor now, isn't he, nowadays? He's doing a fucking good job, I think. Fucking awesome transition. But I for me, like, I would, like the whole regular shit. The whole fucking regular shit for me is just kind of like, I don't fucking understand what it means for other people to speak about humility. Because I feel like the definition of the shit is like their personal fucking definition of humility that they practice by themselves in their rooms by their fucking selves for fucking forever. And I don't get it. What the fuck am I supposed to be humble about? I just don't fucking get it. I don't fucking, fuck you, Kendrick. I don't get it. Like, there's a lot of shit going on, right? Like, I get hit by a rubber round the other day. I hope my language isn't too bad. But I get hit by a rubber round just the other day. Walking, I think someone was mentioning meditation earlier. And I do my meditation walk, and all I see is the cultural flag here, the cultural flag there, a group of people here, a group of people there. I'm walking this direction, and they're walking the direction coming at me. And it just, for me, I don't know what the fuck is going on. That's my regular. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Ever. That's my regular. So thank you.
And where are we going to find you on social media? See you again.
I'm Optimus _ director culture, one word.
Love it. I love it. That's for the back of the bike stand. See, there's always a lesson to be learned. How do you feel with Khalil? There you go. Thank you. You're not regular. I'm being humble. I'm being so humble when you're on Amazon Prime. Or is it Prime Amazon? Amazon Prime. I'm in a show. I have a special, and it's called Live. Sundar Kroonquist, Live from Hollywood. That's the blue one, Amazon, right? Yeah. I got to look right to the Asians first. Is that the blue one? Da, 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 da. But you guys have a lot in common, the Persians and that Japanese. Rice, right? Tea, right? I'm trying to think of something.
We're both Asians.
No, yeah, right. They're Asian kind of in a way. That's true. I'm thinking about my ex now. I don't know why, but I'm going to let you guys go. They used to call him Monicha. All right. Follow me on all platforms at Sunda Live. If people tell you you're funny, you probably are, but you won't know until you take it from the page to the stage. I strongly suggest taking a course here with one of these lovely people while I'm still breathing. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Are we off the live? Oh, wow. Wait a minute.